Hello and welcome back. This is Garage Reviews 101. And today we're gonna do a review on some coals. I swung by my little local hookah shop, Texas Hookah, um, and they've been out for a while. But I was like, I want to try a different coal, just kind of mess around with it. And I got Fantasia's coconut coals um, with their new, exclusive airflow design. Um, and they have like their triangular type fanciness with them. I think it was like 250 for 9 coals. To me, I don't know. That is just kind of ridiculous on the price range right there. But let me see here. This is effectively what they look like. Let me get you a nice good look at that. They have different variations of them. There's actually a wood version of the coals I just refuse to try. I don't know for whatever reason. Um, they actually look pretty cool. They're actually massive in comparison to like a coconut coal or a titanium one. Um, it seems like if you look at the upward ears, I'll say to the coal itself, you get just a little bit higher not incline, but height to the coal. So instead of it just being where it pits right here and just cuts off straight across, you kind of get just a little bit more coal for your buck right there. So that's kind of cool, but still doesn't warrant, the cost for just 9 coals. That's kind of odd. I just set up a hookah here with these coals. One of my initial thoughts was they don't kind of work too well with the Cloud Lotus. Even though I have mine closed, you can set that right here. You can kind of look here. I had to actually lean one up, and the other one's flat down on its side. That kind of defeats the purpose of these particular coals and this whole, selling point. So this typically is supposed to be working for foil bowls. They, claim that you never have to, rotate the coals on there. You don't have to do that period with the Lotus anyway. So they probably isn't the best application for this particular coal. Um, so I'm trying to see kind of what they have to offer, and I'll probably never buy it again just because of the price. Because you can get like 108 for 15 bucks. So this is they've been chilling on here for a while. I think it's been about 3 or 4 minutes, so I haven't been really getting any smoke. But I also haven't been starting the bowl either. But this is still a Lotus, so you're not going to get very much resistance to start a bowl with this. So I'm kind of just waiting for that heat to penetrate through the Starbuzz Cocoa Jumbo here. So um, they lit pretty quick. I put them on a blazing burner. They try. If you look here, this is like a little pamphlet that came with the inside the coal box. It kind of just goes over their types of coals that they have, and they're all airflow design and how they're lit and how long it takes to lit or light them. And they say around 5 minutes, but it's a it's a cocoa not coconut. I keep saying coconut. It's a coconut coal, so it's going to take as long as it's going to light, whether you're using a stove or like the infrared heater, like the blazing burner. So it took like 5 6 minutes to do it. So they're kind of on point, but I don't care. I don't see why that's a selling point necessarily. It's going to light if it's going to light. Um, Trying to get that away from the camera. That's probably loud as fuck. Um, they're a coconut coal, so I didn't. There's no weird kind of intense smell. Sometimes various. I'm not going to name any in this particular review, but there's some coconut coals that kind of have a slight smell to it when you're trying to heat them up. Um, I'm not going to say that necessarily transfers into the bowl, but it's kind of for like lighting when you're lighting them. Sometimes they have kind of like an off-putting smell to it. So, uh, but these didn't really have anything. They kind of just lit pretty quick. Um, I hope the fact that if they're claiming that they lighten so fast that they don't have any accelerants in them. I tend to not like coals with accelerants in them because they tend to just have that accelerant type of, you know, douse my charcoal in lighter fluid kind of taste to it, or and performance at that. So if you're naturally lighting these, you know, I would like everything to be all natural with it. So. Not too bad. It's heating up the bowl just fine. Um, Personally, when I'm putting coals down and into the Lotus, I like in putting the most surface area on the base of the Lotus itself, so that spreads the heat even more. Instead of having one standing up and one like this, I'd rather have them, you know, sideways to each other, right next to each other, so that the whole entire surface area of the cloud is getting the heat all the way through it. So. That's only one way that I can kind of ding these particular coals. Besides the price, that's two things that's already it's kind of a negative for me. It's price and size. But like I said, they're typically used for foil bowls, so they have that bigger size. So you know, them being constantly exposed to the air on foil bowls, unless you have like a little cover or whatever. But they're not too bad so far. They're heating up. I don't taste any weird things with the flavor. I have nothing but flavor, so it's not too bad. Um, Once again, those are the Fantasia charcoal variations of their charcoal coals. Get 9 pieces. This is just like I said, like $2.50. I can't remember. It was like $3 for that. So the price per, if you're doing a cost analysis here, the price per ratio, whatever, is not too good, because 9 coals last me like, 45 minutes. Just kidding. Nah, just a few bowls, probably what, 2 or 3, 4 bowls, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, depends on how. It actually depends on how many coals you put on the bowl yourself. So, there you have it. I probably would not buy again. That price needs to be fixed, definitely. The heat's good. They're not all goofy in there. So I mean, the heat's good. They're not burning quickly. I'm not sure how long this is going to last. I can't sit here for an hour trying to figure out how long this is going to last for you. But if I do, I'll update the video description and kind of give you my thoughts on how long it lasted, and kind of the quality of the coconut too. But so far the heat and everything's good, but it's probably more for a foil bowl. I probably won't be picking these up again. So other than that, thanks for stopping by, watching the video. These are Fantasia coals, and keep smoking.